Hey, you guys. So, thank you for being present. This fun 3-pop pick a card is titled, What Are You Being Blessed With for Having Self Respect? Now, we live in a world where double standards is across the board for male and female. For example, as a female, I can say, respect me. And if I don't actually respect myself, then I am sending out the message to others to disrespect me. And if I'm consistently being combative, saying, you're not respecting me, then I'm not taking accountability of how I'm not respecting myself. As a female, if I am respecting myself and being mindful to maintain that respectability that I have for myself, if someone is going out of their way to disrespect me so that I can lower my standards and engage in activities that will not best serve me long term, this is me throwing my self-respect away. So self-respect is one of those things where it's a job you have to love for some, and for others it just comes natural, where you know what you want and you're only going to accept that, and you're going to do it with integrity. Now, a lot of us have put a lot of emphasis on, I want to manifest money. Great. What about manifesting indestructible self-respect? That right there is something that money can't buy, okay? A lot of times our self-respect will be tested with people offering us money. And if we're willing to take money and allow ourselves to be disrespected, this can negatively impact your foundation, and this can energetically impact your children. So I want us to all hold ourselves accountable. I will not speak for men because I am not a conscious divine masculine, but I know what I've observed from toxic masculinity of what they consider self-respect, aka people pleasing their friends and disrespecting their women and or men, and then acting as if it's just a man thing, and toxic feminines just putting up with it until they snap. And self-respect says this is not healthy. This man is desperate enough to engage in third parties and disrespect me and allow his friends to disrespect me. If I'm still in the situation, then I'm not self-respecting myself. So you know that you have been maintaining consistent self-respect. Let's look into the blessings that can possibly already be with you, and that's on the way. Welcome, Pawan. So, a blessing that you are receiving for having self-respect is divine intimacy. Okay, if you're a divine feminine, a divine masculine will open up to you in this intimacy of building trust with honest communication. It will show you how you not compromising and enduring patience does pay off. If you have felt that you've had to sacrifice, Pal One, well, it's not in vain. Investing into conveniency, relationship wise, it wears and tears on you, negatively impacts your health, destroys relationship with children, disconnects you from yourself. So pat yourself on the back for trusting your instinct and following it all the way, because you're being blessed, if it hasn't already happened yet, with intimacy, communication wise, where you're not losing yourself into someone and they're not losing themselves in you. There's just, honesty. taking place, no judgment taking place. And this is a type of intimacy that a lot of people actually crave more than anything. Um, Surface level conversations can contribute to individuals feeling lonely, isolated, unloved, and when this is what you are conditioned to accept, and if you give into this trap of accepting it, you can be very bitter. Now, if you are willing to work through the emotional turmoil to understand why it is you've accepted the bare minimum, aka surface level conversation, it's easier to be kind and gentle to yourself and be able to tap into those instincts when people want to compromise your self-respect. You know, I feel like, Pal, when you've had individuals try to start surface level conversations with you guys to see how far they can go with you. Some have viewed you as a challenge. However, when you experience an intimate conversation and connection with someone who is intelligent and they also are honest with themselves at the same time, but this person I'm picking up is very reserved. Reserved is different for everyone. Their definition of reserve might be keeping the intimate aspects of themselves to themselves and only sharing, a stern side of themselves with others. So they may be showing you, the vulnerable side of themselves with you, and this is trust. Okay? So that's a beautiful blessing, and I hope that this helped you guys. So welcome, pal, to 18 plus warning, 18 plus warning, 18 plus warning. I started getting hot on the forehead, as I pull your cards. Okay. So having self-respect. All right. When we're talking about sexual intimacy, compatible lovers can not come as often as you would like. You might even meet individuals who are able to, sexually please you, but mentally and emotionally they're quite abusive in nature. So, a lot of times when you have self-respect, you will practice abstinence because you understand the depths of sharing sexual energy. You understand that even if you stay healthy boundaries with a person who is sexually pleasing but emotionally and mentally abusive, you have a deep understanding that you're going to have to put out some fires. And from the person, spreading your intimate details, okay? But what you're being blessed with for having self-respect is someone who doesn't want a booty call or one night stand with you, and they're very adventurous, very free-spirited. They would like a relationship with you. This isn't a relationship where you're being oppressed and, fooled and emotionally manipulated. They like their freedom, and they like you to have your freedom, and they will support you as you go and about and do what makes you happy. All right. They're also very spiritually conscious, which is a conscious lover you've attracted. We get back to the 18 plus. You are being blessed with someone who, in this relationship, where they are, the Lord knows they look forward to pleasing you. A conscious lover who would like to please you The Lord knows I'm getting high on the forehead. Well, you've attracted a conscious lover who won't just be about, sexual healing. It'll be deeper than that. But let's just say when the sexual healing takes place, ooh, child. All right, let's cleanse the energy. Hey, Pal 3. So you're being blessed with a very happy, understanding family. Your self-respect is creating the atmosphere so your family dynamic can have healthy, open discussion with healthy communication, with a positive example of healthy communication and the relationship dynamic, where family is a beautiful, safe space, not a place of anguish where you want to escape and escape with friendships and relationships that mirror to you abusive aspects of family, and you're just repeating dynamics and building more resentment for the people you're with. No, your self-respect is blessing you with a family that can overcome just about anything. When I say just about anything, I mean anything. You're being blessed with a family that is protected by the Most High. This is how your self-respect is making it so your children will be able to discuss the deep, dark depths of life and know that they're not being judged, with open-mindedness to go out into the world to face their fears, the courage to overcome. Your children will have a healthy way of emotional health and mental health as well. And no matter what your children will experience in life, they will have the energy of the Sun card with them, where it's they'll understand there will not always be good moments, but in these moments of uncertainty, there's a lot of wisdom that can be gained. And they'll know that whatever they encounter in the external world, they know they can go home to a place where their external world is not in their home. A lot of individuals live in homes where it's hell in the home. Well, maybe not a lot. I don't want to say that. I don't want to blanket it. But some individuals live in homes where it's hell in the home, and they go to work, it's hell, and internally they're having hell. Here your children will be able to come home to a place of peace, okay? And be blessed with an example of a loving relationship. 1414, if you see the angel number or feel led to look it up. Look it up. They'll be blessed with an example of a loving relationship that can stand the test of time. All right? Without further ado, let's cleanse the energy. Thank you for receiving this message.